Hi, this is Emily from Green Home Loans, out here and enjoying our beautiful weather. Ignore my lip, I had a little hiccup with some plants over the weekend. Anywho, so I wanted to come and give you some Monday motivation. I've been in sales since 2010. I was also a director and sales coach many times over again. So I love motivating people, helping you kind of be able to sell and be able to navigate this market. What's great about right now is rates are down. Rates are at the lowest point that they've been all year long, which is fantastic news for you. How can you leverage that? Well, you get somebody who's like, well, mortgage rates are down. I want to hold off until they come down more before I start looking. You're going to go at the old generational wealth play. What do I mean by that? Well, when you buy a home, your home value increases over time, which means that you are building generational wealth. You are building your wealth. So to be able to build your wealth, you have to buy a home. So that's a great way to actually frame it to somebody. When you're renting, you're simply paying 100% interest. When you are buying, you're paying whatever that interest rate is. Interestingly enough, a great point to bring up as well is that 7.5% is your average interest rate over the last 50 years. We're below that. So that means we're in a perfect spot to be able to utilize the market and be able to buy. Another thing is you can see on graphs that home prices have been ticking up. They've been increasing all the time, year after year after year. So if you continue to wait, you're going to pay more per home to actually buy it. So why is now the best time? For those two reasons alone. As well as when you have home ownership, there's a great deal of pride that's associated with that. That may not be your problem though. Maybe your problem is when you do get somebody and they start to look, they start to find the market to not be favorable for their price range. Maybe they're like, hey, I can't go beyond $350 and I don't want to live in Santana or Queen Creek. Okay, that provides itself a bit of a challenge. Maybe Phoenix areas, but some people don't like those either. So it's just going to depend on location and where things are at. But overall, we just need to keep on keeping on with our clients. Some great sales tactics that I've found to help build your business. Maybe it's not like, well, I'm getting objections from clients necessarily about buying, or I start to show them homes and then there's some objections. Maybe it's just finding clients. I don't know how many real estate agents I've looked at online recently, and I've seen that we don't have any sales, or maybe we have 2, 3, 4 sales for the entire year. And here we are about ready to be in November. That's dangerous area for a real estate agent. So you may be asking yourself, yeah, I don't even know how to get those people, let alone an objection from those people. Well, we're in the same boat to some degree. I'm moving from retail to brokerage. What am I doing? I'm establishing an online presence. Social media is definitely the way to go. Get yourself in front of a camera. Also, if you're not uncomfortable, then you're not really doing this right. You have to get uncomfortable. You have to do things that you haven't done before. You have to expand your network. You have to get yourself out in the public. It's October. It's a beautiful time of year. The weather is perfect out here. This is a great time to actually get out to events, find areas that maybe you can set up a booth. Maybe you bring your cards, some flyers, you stop by, you start to talk to people, you drum up a conversation, and boom. One of the first sales jobs I had to go business to business, and I had to sell these discount cards. And it took me out of my comfort zone. I had never done sales before. I didn't know how to do it, but I was continually trying to approach strangers and talk to them about what I was selling. And it gave me over time this no fear attitude. That's the attitude we have to have. We have to get out there and put ourselves out there. This month alone, you're going to see a lot of family events. People are going to bring out their kids to events. Now, is that a great time to talk to them about buying a home? Yeah, it is. Why not? Do it. What about refinancing their home? Maybe they want to put a pool in. Right now is a great time because pool companies have a usually lag in interest for folks having a pool. Summer's over. The weather's cooler. People's minds about pools have kind of dissipated at this point. So they see a decrease in their business. When they see a decrease in their business, they usually offer some type of perk to bring in business throughout the year, get contracts signed for next year, be able to set up their 2026 builds and things like that. So it is a great time to talk to people about, hey, were you interested in a pool? Would you like to use the equity in your home to do so? They don't have to touch their first mortgage if they're at a great rate. There's so many home equity loan products out there that there's tons available for them to be able to do that. So it's just about product knowledge. It's about approaching people. It's about selling. That art of influence and persuasion is the business that we are in. We are persuading people to do something. So get out of your comfort zone. I know at Green Home Loans, we have 2 events coming up. One is for a new headshot. So say you have an old headshot and maybe you look a little different. Maybe you look really good in that one, but maybe you need to have it updated, to have it more realistic for you. Great time to do it. It's $25. They'll give you the images that you need to do that. You can do a whole new revamp on your social media, or maybe you can take that to build your social media with. Another event we have is we're going to be touring 8 to 12 properties later in the month. And with that, we're going to be getting some information from real estate agents. So we're going to be touring their properties. Great time to network. These people may be doing a ton of business. So it might be a great opportunity to ask them how they're doing. What are you doing different? What can I incorporate in my business to help me be successful? So those are 2 great events. The one that you tour the properties in, we start at like a bagel place or Chompy's or something like that. They give you breakfast and then we go to the events. I've already signed up. I'll send you the information. Get yourself out there. Get yourself working with other people. Get yourself networking. Go to some local events. Another great thing, I love classic car shows. We're going to be out at car show events this year. That's a great thing to do. Go talk to people, network with people, have those relationships, build those relationships. Maybe they're not looking to buy a home, but maybe their kids are, or their nieces. Who knows? You just don't know. We have to get outside of our box. We can do this. Let's go. Hustle beats talent when talent doesn't hustle. You gotta hustle. That's your Mortgage Motivation Monday.